Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our English Learning Story channel. Today, we are going to listen to a meaningful story called Helping My Parents. This story is perfect for beginners and intermediate English learners. You will learn useful English vocabulary, family-related expressions, and important life lessons about responsibility, kindness, and gratitude. So relax, listen carefully, and enjoy today's story. Let's begin. My name is Ryan, and I live with my parents and my younger sister in a small town. My parents have always worked hard to provide everything our family needs. They wake up early every morning, prepare meals, go to work, take care of the house, and make sure that my sister and I have everything we need for school and daily life. When I was younger, I never thought much about how much effort they put into our family. I simply enjoyed the food on the table, the clean clothes in my closet, and the comfortable home where I lived. However, one particular weekend changed the way I looked at my parents forever. It was a Saturday morning during the school holiday. Usually I looked forward to weekends because I could sleep late and spend time playing games or watching videos. On that morning, I woke up around 8 o'clock and walked into the kitchen. My mother was already busy preparing breakfast, while my father was outside cleaning the yard. The smell of fresh food filled the house and everything seemed normal. As I sat down at the table, my mother smiled and placed a plate of food in front of me. While eating, I noticed that she looked tired. There were small signs of exhaustion on her face, and she moved more slowly than usual. "Mom, are you okay?" I asked. She smiled gently. "I'm fine. I was just busy yesterday." After breakfast, I went outside and saw my father working in the yard. The sun was already becoming hot and sweat covered his forehead. He was trimming plants, collecting fallen leaves, and cleaning around the house. "Good morning, Dad," I said. "Good morning, Ryan," he replied with a smile. As I watched him work, I suddenly realized something. While I was enjoying my weekend, my parents were still working hard. They rarely had a chance to rest completely. There was always something that needed to be done. For the first time, I felt a little guilty. I returned to my room and sat quietly for a few minutes. I began thinking about everything my parents did every day. My mother cooked, cleaned, washed clothes, helped us with homework, and managed many household responsibilities. My father worked long hours, paid bills, repaired things around the house, and always found ways to support our family. I wondered how often I actually helped them. The answer made me uncomfortable. Not very often. Most of the time, I focused only on my own activities. That morning, I decided that I wanted to change. I walked back into the kitchen. "Mom, can I help you with something?" I asked. She looked surprised. "You want to help?" "Yes." She smiled warmly. "Of course. You can help wash the dishes." Normally, washing dishes was not something I enjoyed. However, I rolled up my sleeves and started working. At first, it felt boring. There were many plates, bowls, and cups. Some were easy to clean, while others required more effort. After about 20 minutes, I finished. My mother looked genuinely happy. "Thank you, Ryan," she said. "It helped me a lot." Hearing those words made me feel good. The task had been simple, but it made a difference. Afterward, I went outside and approached my father. "Dad, do you need help?" He looked surprised, just like my mother. "Actually, yes," he replied. He handed me a rake and showed me how to gather the leaves scattered across the yard. At first, I thought the task would be easy. I was wrong. There were far more leaves than I expected. The sun felt hot, and after a while, my arms became tired. I suddenly understood why my father looked exhausted earlier. Even simple physical work required effort and patience. For nearly an hour, we worked together. As we cleaned the yard, we talked about many things. My father told me stories about his childhood. He explained how he used to help his own parents when he was young. We didn't have many things, he said, but we always helped one another. I listened carefully. His stories taught me that helping family was not just about completing tasks. It was about showing love and appreciation. By lunchtime, the yard looked much cleaner. My father smiled proudly. "We make a good team," he said. I smiled back. For some reason, I felt happier than I usually did after playing video games. The feeling of accomplishing something meaningful was different. After lunch, my mother began sorting clothes for washing. Without being asked, I offered to help. Together, we separated different types of clothing and organized everything. As we worked, my mother shared stories about her own childhood. She explained how she learned responsibility from her parents. "When everyone helps," she said, "life becomes easier for the whole family." I realized how true that statement was. Throughout the afternoon, I continued helping with different tasks. I cleaned my room thoroughly. I organized books and school supplies. I wiped dust from shelves and furniture. I even helped my younger sister organize her toys. At first, she complained because she wanted to keep playing. However, after we finished, she was happy because her room looked much better. As the day continued, something interesting happened. The more I helped, the more motivated I became. Each completed task gave me a sense of satisfaction. Instead of feeling forced to work, I felt proud of contributing to the family. That evening, we sat together for dinner. The atmosphere felt different. Everyone seemed relaxed and happy. My father looked at me and smiled. "You worked very hard today." My mother nodded. "We appreciate your help." Those simple words meant a lot to me. For years, my parents had supported me in countless ways. Now I had experienced a small part of what it meant to support them. During dinner, we talked about teamwork, responsibility, and gratitude. My father said something that stayed in my mind. "A strong family is built when everyone helps each other." I thought about those words for a long time. Before that day, I believed that helping my parents was simply about completing chores. Now I understood that it was much more than that. Helping my parents showed respect. Helping my parents showed gratitude. Helping my parents strengthened our family bond. After dinner, I helped clear the table and wash the dishes. Normally, I would have gone straight to my room. This time, helping felt natural. Later that night, I sat quietly in my room and reflected on the day. I thought about how tired my parents must feel after years of working hard for our family. I thought about all the sacrifices they had made. I thought about the countless times they had helped me without expecting anything in return. The more I thought about it, the more grateful I felt. That day taught me an important lesson. Many young people believe that helping their parents is a duty or obligation. While that may be true, it is also an opportunity. It is an opportunity to show love. It is an opportunity to learn responsibility. It is an opportunity to become a better person. From that weekend forward, I made a promise to myself. I would not wait to be asked before helping. I would look for ways to contribute whenever possible. Whether it was washing dishes, cleaning the house, carrying groceries, or helping with small tasks, I wanted to be more supportive. Over time, these habits became part of my daily life, and something wonderful happened. Not only did my parents feel more supported, But I also became more responsible, organized, and mature. Helping others changed me for the better. As I prepared for bed that night, I felt proud of what I had accomplished. The day had not been exciting in the usual sense. There were no games, movies, or special events. Yet it became one of the most meaningful days I could remember, because sometimes the greatest lessons in life are learned through simple acts of kindness. And sometimes the best way to show love is not through words, but through actions. As I turned off the light and closed my eyes, I smiled. I knew that helping my parents was not just something I should do. It was something I wanted to do. And that realization made all the difference. Thank you for listening to today's English learning story. I hope you enjoyed helping my parents and learned useful English vocabulary and expressions. Remember, small acts of kindness can make a big difference. Helping your parents is one of the best ways to show love, gratitude, and respect. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe for more English learning stories. See you in the next story. Goodbye.